We're good? All right. Welcome. This meeting is called to... You're good. This meeting, call to order. Notice this meeting is being held in accordance with Public Law 1975, Chapter 231. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by a notice sent to the Star Ledger, the local source, and posted in the main lobby of the municipal building and on the Township website. I would like to ask Deputy Mayor Kaiser to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, to the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence for our service members here and abroad. Be seated. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Mayor Laufer,
Here.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser. Present. Committeeman Capides. Here. Committeeman Huber. Committeeman Weber.
Here.
Proclamations and announcements. Springfield 55-plus residents calendar, January 2026. It's a full calendar. I urge everybody to take a look. All municipal offices will be closed Monday, January 19th, in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Christmas trees will be collected curbside through the month of January. Please remove the lights, decorations, wire, tree stands, and plastic bags. First bulk pickup for 2026 is scheduled for March 18th. Garbage and recycling days will remain the same. The 2026 DPW brochure is available online and at Town Hall. There will be a public discussion at the January 27th meeting regarding the Oakland Park project. John, if we could publicize that further, please do. Yes, sir. Thank you. Reconciliation regarding the building the bridge at Jonathan Dayton High School on Sunday, January 18th from 2 to 4, the 63rd anniversary of the first time Dr. King spoke in Springfield. Next is a proclamation for Madeline Grisano celebrating her 100th birthday on January 24th. So I will ask Committeeman Capides to read the proclamation.
Thank you. Whereas, is Madeline here?
No, our CFO, Diane Cherry, will accept that on behalf.
Oh, wonderful. Well, Madeline, if you're watching, congratulations, and this is for you. Whereas Madeline Graziano, a resident of Springfield for 64 years, is celebrating her 100th birthday on January 24th, 2026. And whereas we are gathered here on this occasion as family, friends, neighbors of the Madeline Graziano to honor and celebrate her 100th birthday. And whereas Madeline was an educator for 40 years, spending most of her career as a third grade teacher. God bless you. And whereas her love for education and her students is well remembered by many. And whereas Madeline is also a devoted tennis fan and dabbled in playing tennis on the courts of Springfield. And whereas she is also a very charitable person, helping many in need, including such agencies as St. Jude, Covenant House, animal shelters, and many more. Now, therefore, I, Harris Laufer, Mayor of the Township of Springfield, Union County, New Jersey, on behalf of the Township Committee, do hereby recognize Madeline Graziano for her extraordinary qualities and accomplishments. Her service and her life are appreciated by all, and we congratulate her on a life long, well-lived, and wish her a very happy birthday. It is signed by the mayor, and our seal of the Township of Springfield is affixed. And congratulations, happy birthday, and may it be another 100 years.
I was just going to say, even though she's not here, she still deserves a clap for 100 years.
She's watching, I believe.
Excellent. Congratulations, Madeline. And now the moment 98% of us have been waiting for. We are going to swear in our Springfield First Aid Squad officers for the year 2026. If you hear your name, please come to the front. President, this one's a nail biter, Elizabeth J. Fritzen. Vice President, Jessica Miller. Treasurer of Pumulloch. Recording Secretary Sarkar Nagbushan. How'd I do? Good? Did I do good? I'll take the 6 out of 10. Corresponding Secretary Samantha Yusupov. Trustee Martin Gornstein. House Committee Vidya Murthy. The Chief, Marlon Naparano. Deputy Chief, Juliana Silva. First Lieutenant, Lois Harnshark. Second Lieutenant, Anna Maria George. Training Officer, Jeffrey Shanis. And Supply Sergeant Joseph Voorhees. Liz, Marla, I'm going to give you guys the Bible. Everybody raise your right hand and repeat after me. I say your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state, under the authority of the people. And I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of state the position according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations. Officers, thank you. And now, we'd like to call up the new EMTs for the year 2025. Come up to the front. Number 1, Griffin Cedarquist. Number 2, William Diaz. Number 3, Rohan Goel. Michaela Milos. Nada Muhammad. Ikshita Nair. Chikosolo Ndwali. Paulina Perlman. David Punzalan. Matthew Shee. And Vina Vidali. I was just going to say, Liz, if you want to say a couple words.
On behalf of the Springfield First Aid Squad, I want to thank the mayor and township committee for this great honor. What you do every year are swearing in and recognizing the squad, and we really do appreciate your support. So I want to give you a couple stats before I sit down. Folks, it's our 77th year in operation, service providing emergency medical service to the Township of Springfield residents. The squad answered over 2,300 calls in 2025, and that's a lot of calls. We added 18 new members in 2025. We have 11 new EMTs that we added this year. You just met them all. And we currently have 70 EMTs. So what I wanted to say to the mayor and township committee and all the residents, that you are certainly in safe hands as we continue to provide this valuable service to the residents of Springfield. We work in partnership with the chief, police department, chief, you were there, of the fire department in this great partnership. And what I'm proud to say is, and I think everybody here tonight saw, our ranks are getting a lot younger. And we have 15 cadet members that we bring up along the ranks. Some of them started out as cadets. They're now EMTs. They passed the classes this past year. So we have a full mix of members that are answering calls, and the residents of Springfield should feel very secure in knowing that your volunteer first aid squad is top-notch. And I also want to bring up something we're very excited about. Any day now, we are taking ownership and delivery of a brand-new ambulance, our 4th ambulance. And you know what? When you have 2,300 calls in a year, you need 4 ambulances. So we're very proud to get our newest vehicle, again, any day now, into service, and to continue to provide the great service that we do for the residents of Springfield and those passing through our borders. I will have to say, our members, volunteers, it's not just the riding time. It's the countless hours of training that each one of us go through and able to provide the standard of care that we do. So again, a big round of applause. And you're right, I think 98% of your audience tonight is us.
Yep.
And I would say that all of you from the Springfield First Aid Squad, please stand up and be recognized for everything that you do. Thank you. And again, Mayor, Township Committee, we appreciate the support you give us. We appreciate you talking us up to the residents. Of course, we always need volunteers. Of course, we always need donations.
Before you go anywhere, can I ask you to expand on that about the donations? Because you guys are volunteer. Can you just express to the public how important it is when that envelope comes to the house, and what a check for $5 or $10 or $25 does for you guys? But I need you to go into the microphone so that people at home could hear it.
I would say that any kind of support that the residents lend to us monetarily is important. And again, as committee person Weber just said, no donation is too small. And you give what you can afford. And that's what keeps us viable and going. And we rely on donations from the residents of Springfield to continue for us to stock a brand-new ambulance, keep all of our medical supplies, and also the training. So again, no donation is too small, and you give what you can, and we gladly accept it. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Before I call a recess, anybody else want to talk the first aid squad up to their faces?
Your volunteers, it's a special kind of person to volunteer, to go out there and do your hours, whether it's day shift, night shift, afternoon shift. Give up your time and take care of those who need it. We're a few years ago already, and I just bring it up all the time. Fire department, come to my house, my wife cannot breathe. Cannot breathe. I don't even know how long she had left. Mike shows up, fire chief shows up, you guys show up, she is breathing within a minute. Pretty amazing. So you will forever have my gratitude, and I'll forever be indebted to you guys. So you are awesome. Thank you.
This year, I was taken to the hospital by first aid squad. They were very good, very professional. I didn't know what I'd do if they wouldn't come. I didn't want anybody to come. I told my wife, I'll divorce her if she calls anybody. But they came, they were very quiet, and they were professional, and they did a great job. And I want to thank you.
You know, having the first aid squad come to your house and not everybody be aware of it, that's a very tough thing to do, because the same thing happened to me. Probably about a year and a half ago now, minor thing that happened, and then, you know, we had to call the ambulance, and same thing as Committeeman Huber just said. This is the 9th time I had the honor to see this in person, and I love this every year. You in the audience probably feel, know how I feel about you. One of the first memories I had with my dad is seeing him be a Coleman's emergency squad member growing up in Union. So I got to see him do it a little bit, and I've been fortunate and very blessed to go on a couple of ride-alongs and see what you guys do firsthand. So thank you for always answering the call. And to the family and friends that are also here to share in this moment of the swearing in, thank you for giving up your loved ones for a time to come in of service to the residents of this town, and we do appreciate that as well. And that's a very important part of this. Thank you for giving up your time to share with your loved ones their service to our community. Congratulations again, and good luck this year.
You all do it for the $100,000 check that comes along with it, right? Oh, wait, no, you don't. You do it for free, and you do it because you're part of a community and you want to give back and make it a better place. And, hey, there's not much I have to say. Your stats speak for themselves. That is quite clear. That's 2,300 calls in our town that somebody needed assistance, that you were there. I think everybody is touched at some point in their life needing an EMS squad, and you being there at the right time makes all the difference, and there's not enough thanks in the world that can go by to thank you for your service. So we all appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing. It makes our community just a little bit better knowing that you're there.
I'll just keep it short and sweet. Springfield First Aid Squad is an absolute pillar of our community. We are not the same community without you. You are relied upon, trusted, and appreciated. But everybody has their own Springfield First Aid Squad story, and you know, I'm going to share one that is not about the Springfield First Aid Squad. A couple of years ago, more like a year and a half ago, hurt my hand really badly, and Milburn showed up, and my response was, "Damn it." You know, I've seen the Springfield First Aid Squad in their finest hour, and, you know, that instance was just an illustration that you guys do it better than anybody I can think of. So, thank you for all you do, and keep doing it. And I hope never to have to see you in your EMT capacities. So, thank you for everything. We're going to take a 2-minute recess, and then we'll return back to the meeting. Business, before we go into executive session, I do have a couple additional announcements. If you're interested in joining the Finance Review Committee, please submit your resume to residence-review@springfield-nj.us. The committee will consist of 7 residents. Springfield Public Library will once again present the Battle of Springfield, a conversation, on Sunday, January 25th at 2 p.m. in the Donald Palmer Museum, 66 Mountain Avenue. Springfield Public Library will also host members of the AARP Income Tax Volunteer Service, beginning Wednesday, February 4th, and continuing every Wednesday through April 15th. The library will begin accepting appointments on Tuesday, January 20th. Please call 973-376-4930, extension 221, or register in person. Moving on, we have an executive session resolution. Madam Clerk.
Resolution 11326A, whereas Article 6 of the Open Public Meetings Act provides that a public body may hold a closed session, and whereas the Township Committee will, during this meeting, enter into discussion of the following matters: attorney-client privilege and personnel, whereas matters to be discussed in closed session are to remain in the strictest of confidence by all Township Committee members in furtherance of their fiduciary duties to the Township. Now therefore be it resolved, matters discussed at this meeting will be released to the public when reasons for discussing and acting upon them in closed session no longer exist.
Motion for executive.
May I have a second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Before we go into close, action may be taken, and we are now in close. It will be very short. Okay, we're good. After exec, we need a motion to add Resolution 2026-59. Can we have a motion?
Motion?
Second.
Is that a roll call, Madam Clerk? To add it?
I would think so.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber? Yes. Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Mayor Laufer?
Yes. We've added Resolution 2026-59 to our consent agenda. None. We're going to move on. Administrator's report, John Basicolo.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Election has been extended because of the weather that we suffered on the 14th and the 27th. Leaves can be placed at the curb, and we'll clean them up. After the 31st of January, they will no longer be collected. So you still have another couple of weeks. Christmas trees you touched on. There's no need to schedule a pickup. I'm sorry, yes, Ms. I don't believe so. Let me check with Mr. Betcher.
He announced it.
Yeah, no plastic bags.
Christmas trees will be picked up through the 31st of January, as was indicated. There's no need to call a town to schedule a pickup. We're going to continue to canvass the town on a regular basis, so just leave them out there and they will get taken away. DPW crews are removing all the decorations, cleaning the parks, storm basins, again, God bless you, on a regular basis, and waterways in between the weather events and over the winter months we're trying to keep clear. I do want to show you one picture that, as maybe mundane as it is, we're kind of proud of. Tamara, would you please put that up? After 6 years, we have a sidewalk.
Warms my heart.
JCP&L or Verizon. It only took us 6 years to get them to finally fix a sidewalk. So it is done. So that was, trust me, that was a career to get that sidewalk finished. It was ridiculous. The building that you see in that picture on the right there, the Gomes building on the corner, we are trying to schedule a meeting with them this month. We're talking to the owner, Joe Gomes, about the possibility that building may be for sale. So we're going to see what we can do with that. We're looking into it. There hasn't been a whole lot as far as redevelopment goes, obviously with the weather that we're having. We did have an incident at the Gomes building last week with fire department. There was a meter gas leak in one of the meters. Fire was on it. JCP&L come in, shut it down. So it was taken care of, no danger to the public. Before that building ever opens, everything will be re-inspected. So they'll have to have a clean bill of health before they get any chance of having any COs. So nobody has to be concerned that there's a safety issue there. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot else at the moment unless there's questions or comments.
No, I just have a comment. I was walking in my neighborhood, and I was, we talk about leaves and garbage collection, and we have Christmas trees. I was walking along my neighborhood, and I have a picture here that I just took, but it's obviously not going to work for this. But I'm walking along, and I saw a sewer drain, that was completely covered with wet leaves. Now, that could happen for a myriad of reasons. We have weather, we have wind, we have rain, things shift and settle, and that's all well and good, but I also want to just put out a gentle reminder to our residents that, having the leaves over these grates counteracts what these drains are actually used for and their purpose. So again, I understand that, through just Mother Nature, things seem to change and shift, and sometimes it's through no fault of anybody's. But especially if you're trying to put the leaves to the curb, or the landscapers are doing it, ask the landscapers, and also I want to ask the residents to please be mindful that these leaves do not cover these drains, because obviously, with some issues that we've been having in town, I'm not saying this is a cure-all, but certainly this could help alleviate problems in the future. Just be mindful that when you're taking care of your leaves, just to keep the drains clear, because it's just counterproductive what they're there for to do.
Yeah, we ask if you keep them 10 feet away if you can from the basins, because it does contribute to flooding when they get blocked. So, and thank you for the segue. We're going to also have on our website, we're going to have our DPW director, Robert Betcher, is going to give us a little story and question and answers about our sewer and sanitary system so that everybody understands how it works, what happens when you put things in it that don't belong, where everything goes, that type of thing. I think it'll be eye-opening because I don't think most people know even that we do have two systems out there, you know. So we'll get that up very shortly. So we're looking forward to getting that posted.
The only thing I have to say is, I saw them today collecting leaves, and if cars were parked, they raked around the cars. I mean, I give DPW a lot of credit. I mean, they raked around the cars, they picked them up in piles. I mean, you can't, anybody complaining shouldn't, because there's no other town that does that, and I know.
I think if you pass through some of the other towns, especially when we have a snowstorm,
Yeah.
our roads here actually are well taken care of. I think we're very fortunate. You know, we don't see it sometimes, but, you know, I come down, I cut through Summit and some of the other towns on the way, and I'm telling you, you get to Springfield, you see a noticeable difference. So, and then Kaiser, you had a,
Oh, no, I was just gonna go off of the sanitary, it came up in discussions in budget, and it was enlightening that it costs us and the town a significant money to take care of and maintain, and it's not, no investment on our end on this will get people to comply, except through education of what's the right thing to put down your sewer. And so it is eye-opening, and that was administrator's point, to try to do a video and try to get it out to the public. So thank you.
you're welcome. Any other questions or comments? If not, thank you very much.
Seeing none, we're going to move on. There are no minutes because this is meeting one. New business, we have no ordinance on second reading, but we do have ordinances on first reading.
Ordinance 2026-01. This ordinance amends provisions of the Township Code to create the position of OEM Liaison Officer.
I would, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to adopt ordinance 2026-01 as read by Madam Clerk. Publicized in a local source, January 22nd, 2026, with a final hearing on February 10th, 2026.
I will second it, but can we get a rundown of
Sure.
why?
So, yeah, so the thought behind this is with Captain Westover advancing to the rank of captain, his day-to-day becomes more than OEM, and these positions are to lighten that burden and assist OEM in operating. You know, for instance, auxiliary, CERT, things like that, any paperwork that pertains to police, these officers will be trained in the operations of OEM, work with Apu, Scott, everybody in that office, and assist in, you know, filling that gap.
No, this is the position in the police department,
Yes, this is in the police department.
not OEM.
They are to liaise with OEM. Any other questions, comments, concerns?
What's happening right now is that there's just too many tasks going on. If one piece of the puzzle is missing, there's an issue. With this new officers, with this new liaison officer, and creating the position of it, it's in our best interest to have more people with more knowledge of what's happening than just rely it all on one at this point. And this has been due for a while. So.
Any other further questions, comments, concerns? Seeing none, I think we're ready to vote.
Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber? Yes. Mayor Laufer?
Yes.
Ordinance 2026-02. This ordinance amends the existing ordinances governing certain employment positions and establishes salary ranges and compensation levels for such positions within the township.
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance 2026-02 as read by Madam Clerk, with publication in the local source on January 22nd, 2026, with a final hearing scheduled for February 10th, 2026.
I second.
Discussion.
I like the ranges. I think the ranges are, let's find it real quick. I think the ranges are appropriate. I do think that, and I'll be fine to put it out there. I do think that I will be looking to increase the stipend for the TC up here. You know, I think it's a different job than it was even, you know, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, definitely. Some of the messages that I have on my phone from some of the people, residents around town, are things that I don't even know if I could put them online without insulting other people. But it is impossible to find people who want to come up here and take the beatings that you get from people online who love to sit there with the peanut gallery and say things that are just so outlandish about you, your family, the job that you try to do up here, the integrity of your character and everything else. So, with that said, I want you all to think about it, but at this point right now, this position doesn't pay nearly enough for what it's supposed to do, for what we do or what we have to put up with. Save that volunteer stuff, because it's not a volunteer position anymore. It's an elected one. So I want you guys to think about it. I don't have anything in mind right now, but I will be bringing it up again within the next month or so for you guys to just kind of kick it around. And we can have individual conversations privately.
And if we choose to amend, we'll make sure everybody knows that it's amended. But
Absolutely.
right now,
And if anybody ever wants to meet with me, anybody wants to ever meet with me and discuss some of the text messages they send me, as a matter of fact, Chief, I have to meet with you later because some of them I have are just downright threatening to me and my family. But if anybody wants to meet with me, they can feel free to find me.
heard and definitely,
Done.
yeah, feel that. Any other discussion on the salary ordinance? Seeing none, let's vote.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yes.
Committeeman Capides,
Yes.
Committeeman Huber, Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Mayor Laufer.
Yes. Okay. Moving on to resolutions. If you would like one pulled, please say so. Resolution 2026-48, Resolution 2026-49, 2026-50, 2026-51, 2026-52, 2026-53, 2026-54, 2026-55, 2026-56, 2026-57, 2026-58, and we added 2026-59.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to approve resolutions 2026-48 through 2026-59.
Is there a second? Madam Clerk?
Committeeman Weber,
Yes.
Committeeman Huber, Committeeman Capides.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser,
Yeah.
Mayor Laufer.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, I move to regrettably accept the resignation of Scott Horowitz as the member of the Rent Leveling Board effective January 2nd, 2026.
All in favor?
Aye. Thank you, Scott. Chris? Weber?
Comment.
There are two of you.
Mr. Mayor, I look to approve a request from Jonathan Dayton High School for overflow parking at Ruby Field for graduation on Thursday, June 18th at 6 p.m. Yeah, they're preparing early, so I guess we can't even knock.
Gotta give them credit.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a second? Oh, I didn't hear. All in favor?
Aye. Alex, the time is now. The day is here.
I'm getting advice and counsel from my administrator. Yes? Is that the,
No, we're on treasurer's report. We're paying bills.
that was Dayton?
Yes.
Can I ask a question? Scott Horowitz, did you appoint him to another board?
Yes, he's on the library board.
Okay. I will make a motion to adopt payroll and invoices for the period of December 17th, 2025 through January 13th, 2026, in the amount of $2,482,115.00.
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber? Committeeman Weber?
Yes.
Mayor Lauer?
Yes. Correspondence. The Union County Utility Authority tipping fee for solid waste for calendar year 2026 will be $92.91 per ton. The Board of... Absolutely. The Board of Adjustment hearing on January 21, 2026, at 6 p.m. for 70 Morrison Road for a front yard setback. And our RVSA 2026 assessment is $3,400,000, yeah, it's a dot instead of a comma, you're killing me. $3,456,430, and there is related information available upon request.
Mr. Mayor, can you explain how?
No, I can't. Public comment on any governmental issue.
I have one, if nobody's...
Hit me.
This is going to be the third year in a row. There is not another town that I know of that has a finance review committee where you can allow residents to come in,
There are.
review the budget, and when you can find the gold toilet that we're buying and you want to scratch it off the budget, you can do that. Put your resume in, or I don't even think it's a resume, it's just a request.
If you submit your name.
It's
you will
literally
be
just a
bargaining.
request on a piece of paper that, hey, listen, I'd like to see where our tax dollars are going. I'd like to see if money's being wasted or if there's expenditures that are just frivolous, not needed.
I would like to amend my statement for.
Go ahead.
In the past, you just had to submit your name. This year, you will submit your name, and there will be some consideration following incidents we had last
Right,
year.
which follows into what I was saying before about, we pick somebody comes in here and decides to just make it completely unpleasant to the point of almost having to be.
To where we could no longer meet with the citizens.
Correct.
anymore.
So, there's no other town around. Find another one in Union County that has residents. Doesn't matter what party you're from. Doesn't matter what your background is. Put it in there, come on in, assess the budget, and sit with the finance committee and see what you can figure out.
And I want to just echo Committeeman Weber's comments. And this stemmed from several years ago where this town, the year I was mayor, and I say this just, that our town experienced the biggest tax increase in Springfield's history. I know because it was said often, and they were right. And, but also to try to turn this as a positive, I cannot think of another example, a better example of how this community and this government can be transparent, to be collaborative, and to seek advocacy from our residents about what we're spending, how we're spending it, where we literally say, here is our books. Here is the numbers. Here is the numbers we deal with every day. Please tell us, give us your input, give us your thoughts on how we can do better, or what is the idea that you have of how we can make our budget as tight as we can. And it is a thing that I certainly can't take credit for, but I take, I want to credit Alex, and forgive me, I don't know your co-chair that year, but, and Mayor Laufer, for putting this committee together from that point on, and I hope it continues every single year, where we give the residents the chance to literally sit at the table with us as a governing body to look at our books, to say, here it is, give us your ideas, give us your comments, give us your input about how we can best serve you, the residents, financially. And I think it is a very good thing that we're doing, and I also, add to the challenge that Commitment Weber says, find another township within this county that'll do that, that'll be that open, that'll be that transparent, that'll be that willing to look for advocacy and transparency and collaboration from the residents, from the community, about how to make our budget as efficient and as cost-effective as we can.
People don't remember, a lot of people. We had a sewer tax at one time, put in here, right before I got on the committee.
200 a quarter or something like that.
I don't even know I forget what it was. But we took it out, and we didn't put that right into taxes. We ate a lot of that. Democrats were up here at the time, and I forget who it was, but we took it out, and we didn't put it back. And there's not many towns that don't have sewer taxes. People don't realize that.
And a lot of them pay for their own sanitation also.
Yes, oh yeah. So, they should, I feel people of this town are appreciating what we're doing. We're squeezing every penny we can.
And I don't mean to.
Yeah, no,
No, I don't mean to keep going on this, but that's another big point that you brought up that I also want to reiterate, because there are ideas that residents have come to. How about we, pay for our own garbage collection, or how about we do it privately, or how about we do this service privately, or how about we do a shared service with this entity? And you'll get the answers that we research and that we have come up with. And if you have a better idea, and as you see the numbers as we see them, for these ideas, it's not that we're dismissing your ideas or dismissing your input, but with the books and the numbers that we look at, we try everything that our residents in our community comes to try to do effectively what we can to serve our residents. And you'll be able to see how tangible the ideas are that you come to the table with, and you'll actually see the numbers and see the cost benefit if some of these ideas that people always talk about is appropriate to do and beneficial, cost effective to do. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on, but you
No.
have a good point.
You're good. Before I close public comment, anybody from the public? Okay, we're moving on. Madam Clerk.
Okay, we have Resolution 11326B, whereas Article 6 of the Open Public Meetings Act provides that a public body may hold a closed session, and whereas the Township Committee will, during this meeting, enter into discussion of the following matters: attorney-client privilege and personnel, whereas the matters to be discussed in closed session are to remain in the strictest of confidence by all Township Committee members in furtherance of their fiduciary duties to the Township. Now therefore be it resolved, matters discussed at this meeting will be released to the public when the reasons for discussing and acting upon them in closed session no longer exists.
Action will probably be taken, right? Yep. After closed session. Do I have a motion? Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We're in closed. Action taken in executive session. Can we have an adjournment?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.